Now at 5:30, the investigation into Jeffrey Epstein has come to Ohio. Today, members of Congress were in Columbus to try to find out what billionaire Les Wexner knew about Epstein.
Our Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trout was there gathering multiple perspectives on Wexner and the Epstein case. And here's what members of the House Oversight Committee, State House Republicans, and the U.S. Attorney General are saying.
Les Wexner was mentioned hundreds of times in the released Epstein files, and now the U.S. House Oversight Committee is trying to find out how much the 88-year-old really knew about Jeffrey Epstein's criminal activity. Here's what we know about the closed-door deposition.
There is no single person that was more involved in providing Jeffrey Epstein with the financial support to commit his crimes than Les Wexner.
Democrats flew in from D.C. to question Leslie Wexner, founder of L Brands, which created Victoria's Secret, Bath & Body Works, and Abercrombie & Fitch, questioning him about his longtime business relationship and friendship with Epstein, accused of running a child sex trafficking ring.
This community deserves to know why his money was used to traffic, abuse, and rape women and children.
In a statement to Congress, Wexner says he met and hired Epstein as a financial advisor in the 1980s. He also admitted that he visited Epstein's island.
He claimed that he was on the island for 1 hour and that he walked around with his family.
But House Oversight Committee ranking member Robert Garcia says that the Democrats don't believe him. Their investigation has shown that Wexner funded much of Epstein's life, including paying $1 billion for his services, allowing Epstein to live in his home and use his yachts and planes. But Wexner says he doesn't remember.
It is almost inconceivable to be missing the amounts of money that are missing, and somehow Mr. Wexner have no idea.
In his letter, Wexner wrote, "I was naive, foolish, and gullible to put any trust in Jeffrey Epstein." But the Republican voice was notably missing from the deposition. Democrats say no GOP members came in, but State House Republicans are waiting for the investigation to play out.
Shows what happens when there's groupthink and people are turning their back in a particular situation. But we'll see what comes out of the deposition ultimately.
And in D.C., Attorney General Pam Bondi downplayed the Epstein files.
Americans' 401ks and retirement savings are booming. That's what we should be talking about.
Will this deposition even matter if Pam Bondi and the DOJ are not taking this as a main focus?
Look, I think that we have, my first answer is yes. This deposition absolutely does matter, and it's important to get. This is just the beginning of our work with and trying to get the truth on Mr. Wexner, and so that it absolutely matters. Any final questions?
What happens when the DOJ doesn't do anything with it?
Well, that's up to the President Trump, which we're putting the pressure on, yes.
Despite Wexner maintaining his innocence, both federal and state lawmakers are continuing to distance themselves. In New Albany, I'm Morgan Trout reporting.